welcome to ETimes. I'm Pia Hingorani, getting you the review of the Akshay Kumar starrer, Samrat Prithviraj. The best part about narrating a story in an engaging manner is to set its tone from the word go. And what better than a dramatic action sequence for a story that puts the spotlight on a righteous warrior king, Samrat Prithviraj Chauhan, essayed on screen by Akshay Kumar, and his fight to protect his people, pride and soil from slipping into Muhammad Ghori of Ghazni's hands. Post that, the narrative takes you into the king's journey as a human being and what led him to really take on Ghori in the battlefield. The action pieces in the film are choreographed and shot well, but given that the film centers on a war that had an impact on our history, you'd probably expect more wartime in this drama. The dialogues, while they give the narrative a dramatic impact at times, suffer from a tad bit of inconsistency. As the director and writer of this film, Dr. Chandraprakash Trivedi does a fine job in keeping the narrative clean and focused. However, post-interval the focus dwindles a bit in the woman power subplot, more than it needed to. It momentarily takes away from the primary story of the film. Also, none of the characters have been given a particular lehza or an accent to speak in, which is good and bad in parts. Good because it's easier to follow for the mass audience, and bad because it doesn't sound as authentic as it could have. Samrat Prithviraj, despite its scale of canvas, doesn't become overly opulent, something we are accustomed to watching in our films from the same genre over the years. The production design and costumes work in tandem with that. Even though the subject in hand is complex and layered, it's been fairly simplified for the audience to understand and engage with. None of the songs in the album composed by Shankar Ehsaan Loy really stay with you. The title track, which plays out in the film a few times, gets a tad jarring. The honeymoon song sequence and last song and dance sequence, if done away with, would have probably given more space and time to war, action and dramatic scenes. There are several visually striking scenes, but the VFX could have been used more skillfully. In terms of performance, Akshay Kumar's effort to dive deep in this historical character is visible. He carries the tremendous weight of a king on his shoulders with dignity and poise. Sonu Sood and Sanjay Dutt as Chand and Kaka Kana, respectively, add a lot of weight to the narrative as the drama unfolds. Sanjay, in fact, breaks the serious tonality of the film at various points with humor. Manushi Chiller, who won the Miss World pageant in 2017, makes a confident and fine debut. In a film that revolves around a warrior king and the battlefield dynamics of that era, she holds her own and delivers a performance that presents her as a complete package. On the other hand, senior artists like Manoj Joshi, Ashutosh Rana and Sakshi Tanwar have been fairly underutilized in extremely small roles. It would have helped the narrative a lot if one had a chance to see a little more drama featuring these actors along with the central characters of the story. We go with 3.5 stars for this Akshay Kumar film. Overall, Samrat Prithviraj is a well-performed and well-directed family drama. It doesn't have the opulence that we have seen in our other historical dramas, but there is enough to keep you invested and also take you back into the pages of our glorious history. For more news and updates, stay tuned to ETimes.